Food and water shortages are among the greatest threats one can face in crisis situations, such as natural disasters, economic collapses, wars, or pandemics. In extreme scenarios, the lack of these essential resources can lead to starvation, dehydration, and even death. In the context of survivalism, preparing to deal with food and water shortages is not just a precaution but a vital necessity. This video will cover detailed strategies for facing food and water shortages, from preparation and storage to production and acquisition of these resources in crisis situations. 1. Understanding food and water shortages. Before preparing, it's essential to understand what causes food and water shortages and how they can affect your life. Natural disasters, droughts, floods, hurricanes, and earthquakes can destroy crops and contaminate water sources. Economic collapse, disruption of supply chains can lead to shortages of food and drinking water. Conflicts and wars can destroy infrastructure and prevent access to basic resources. Pandemics, diseases can affect agricultural labor and food distribution. Food and water shortages can lead to extreme situations, such as price increases, looting, and conflicts over resources. Therefore, preparation is crucial to ensure survival. 2. Preparation, the foundation for facing shortages. Preparation is the first step to dealing with food and water shortages. Here are the essential strategies. Food stockpile. Non-perishable foods, stock up on items like rice, beans, pasta, canned goods, and dehydrated foods. These foods have a long shelf life and are easy to store. Long-term foods, consider purchasing emergency rations or freeze-dried foods, which can last for years. Stock rotation, use and replace food regularly to avoid waste and ensure freshness. Water stockpile. Water reserve, store at least 1 liter of water per person per day for a minimum of 30 days. This includes water for drinking, cooking, and hygiene. Filters and purifiers, have portable water filters or purification tablets to ensure safe drinking water in case of contamination. Proper containers, use water bottles, jugs, or food-grade barrels to store water. Ensure the containers are clean and safe. Medications and supplements. First aid kit, include items like gauze, antiseptics, painkillers, and essential medications. Vitamin supplements, in shortage situations, supplements can help maintain health and energy. Hygiene items. Soap, toothpaste, and toilet paper, these items can become scarce and valuable in a crisis. Cleaning products, disinfectants and alcohol are essential for maintaining hygiene and preventing diseases. 3. Self-sufficiency, producing food and water. In a prolonged crisis, self-sufficiency is crucial. Here are the strategies for producing food and water. Food production. Home gardening, learn to grow vegetables, fruits, and herbs at home. Use techniques like container gardening, hydroponics, or aquaponics. Animal husbandry, chickens, rabbits, or fish can provide a sustainable source of protein. Food preservation, learn techniques like canning, dehydrating, and fermenting to extend the shelf life of food. Water acquisition. Rainwater harvesting, install rainwater collection systems to store water for household use. Wells and springs, if possible, have access to a natural water source, such as a well or spring. Desalination, in coastal areas, consider desalination methods to turn salt water into drinking water. Alternative energy. Solar panels, invest in solar energy systems to maintain electricity during blackouts. Generators, have a gasoline or diesel generator for emergencies. Heat sources, firewood, gas stoves, or solar heaters can be essential in cold climates. 4. Practical skills for dealing with shortages. In a crisis, practical skills can be more valuable than material resources. Here are the essential skills. Hunting and fishing. Hunting, learn hunting techniques and traps to obtain meat in shortage situations. Fishing, know how to fish and prepare fish for consumption. Identifying edible plants. Wild plants, learn to identify edible and medicinal plants in the wild. Plant cultivation, know how to grow plants in different climatic conditions. Water purification. Filtration, use homemade or commercial filters to purify water. Boiling water is an effective way to kill bacteria and parasites. Chemical treatment, use chlorine or iodine to disinfect water in emergencies. Repairs and maintenance. Home repairs, know how to fix leaks, install simple systems, and perform basic maintenance. Vehicle maintenance, learn to change tires, make minor repairs, and keep your vehicle running. 5. Reducing consumption and maximizing resources. In shortage situations, it's essential to reduce consumption and maximize the use of available resources. Here are the strategies. Reducing water consumption. Quick showers, reduce shower time and reuse water for other tasks. Water reuse, use rainwater or gray water for watering plants or cleaning. Conservation, fix leaks and use water-saving devices. Reducing food consumption. Controlled portions, serve smaller portions and avoid waste. Reusing leftovers, use food scraps to prepare new meals. Balanced diet, prioritize nutritious and high-energy foods. Maximizing resources. Composting, turn organic waste into compost for the garden. Recycling, reuse materials to reduce waste and create new resources. 6. Support networks and community. In a crisis, solidarity and cooperation are essential. Here are the strategies for building a support network. Family and friends. Family emergency plan, create an action plan with your family for crisis situations. Communication, establish alternative communication methods, such as radios or codes. Local community. Survival groups, join or create local preparedness and mutual aid groups. Skill exchange, share knowledge and resources with neighbors and community members. Online networks. Forums and groups, participate in online survivalist communities to exchange information and tips. Courses and training, invest in preparedness, first aid, and practical skills courses. 7. Mental and emotional health. Food and water shortages can be extremely stressful. Here are the strategies for maintaining mental health. Psychological preparation. Acceptance, accept that a crisis can happen and be mentally prepared to face it. Resilience, develop the ability to adapt and overcome adversity. Relaxation activities. Meditation and yoga, relaxation practices can help reduce stress. Hobbies, maintain activities that bring joy and distraction, such as reading or gardening. Emotional support. Open conversations, have honest dialogues with family and friends about fears and concerns. Professional help, consider seeking psychological support if needed. Final considerations. Dealing with food and water shortages is a complex challenge but essential for survival in crisis situations. In the context of survivalism, the key to facing shortages is preparation, self-sufficiency, and the ability to adapt to new realities. By following the strategies outlined in this text, you will be better prepared to face the adversities of a crisis and protect yourself and your family. Remember, preparation is not just about accumulating resources but about developing skills, building support networks, and maintaining a resilient mindset. Start preparing today, because in a shortage scenario, those who are ready have a greater chance of surviving and thriving. And remember, always be prepared.